has special something in them. It's for us to identify it. And I think rules of, rules at home should be applicable to everybody, irrespective of whether you have achieved the Olympic medal or not. But inside the home, everybody. The family bonding is what is important. The mutual respect is what is important. And I think that balance to strike is something that all of us as parents keep learning. It's not, because my older one was also already a state championship. My younger one, really, I didn't pay that much attention because, badminton, I take her at 5 o'clock for training, evening. So really, I didn't really pay attention to my younger one. So it happens. And we are all, after all, humans. So it's, and it's always, first child is always protected, second one you always say, okay. So those are learnings of life, and I think that will happen with every one of us, but to strike a balance and to have that mutual respect is very important.
ట్రూ మన పర్సనల్ లైఫ్లో అయినా ప్రొఫెషనల్ లైఫ్లో అయినా లేదా ఒక 100 మీటర్స్ రన్ ఫినిష్ చేయడానికి ఆ లాస్ట్ మినిట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో అక్కడైనా మెంటల్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ అండ్ మెంటల్ హెల్త్ ఈజ్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని మీద ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో నేను చూశాను. దట్స్ రియలీ గ్రేట్. కానీ గట్టిగా మాట్లాడాలంటే మీ టైంలోనో మన టైంలోనో అంత పెద్ద ఏం లేదేమో అనిపిస్తుంది.
Today's scenario is where we talk about mental preparedness.
Exactly.
Okay, mental preparedness must happen whether it is you're writing your examination or whether you're approaching any kind of, say, interview. I always tell that the man or the person who is mentally tougher is the eventual winner. Because all of us train 365 days equally hard. And what really sets you apart is the mental ability to actually go through that finish line. Because, when I speak to my kids, I also, Usain Bolt is also very tensed when he is competing. He may be flamboyant, but that's the way he releases his negative energy. That brings in a lot of positive energy within himself. So, for us to manage that kind of emotion requires mental preparation. And mental preparation happens through meditation, through balancing, through monitoring your heartbeat, to calming yourself, and to actually visualize your race. So for me, when I was competing against Usha, it was also, anyway, I'm going to come second. It really didn't matter. Till Dr. Rupan Das, who was a sports psychologist, came from the US and he says, Ashwini, he watched me train in the stadium and he said, I'd like to take you through mental training. And I said, what is mental training? He said, just come and I'll take you. And it was just visualizing, setting targets of what you can achieve, not target as who your opponent is. So I stopped running against Usha, but I started running against the time that I set for myself.
Right, I got it. Yeah.
So that's the difference. And your preparation mentally to achieve that time became the prime focus and Usha became secondary. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the kind of focus. So you're not focusing on who's next to you in the competition, but you're actually focusing on the finish line. That's your job.
మనకి మనమే టార్గెట్ పెట్టుకున్నాం.
And then the positive assertions that you speak within yourself through calming your emotions, through the breathing techniques are all very important. And that goes for everybody. So that's how I approached and that's how I saw results, not just beating Usha, but I also improved my own timings.
కరెక్ట్. కానీ ఇప్పుడు మీ ఇద్దరి అమ్మాయిలకి మీరేం చెప్తారు? అంటే ఇలా డ్రెస్సింగ్ ఇలా వేసుకోవద్దు అని చెప్తారా, ఇలా మాట్లాడద్దు అని చెప్తారా, లేదంటే బయట సొసైటీలో ఇలా ఉండకపోతే మనకు రెస్పెక్ట్ ఉండదు అని చెప్తారా? వాట్ డూ యూ టెల్ దెమ్ యాక్చువల్లీ?
I would tell every child to conduct oneself with dignity. It's not the way, mere dressing does not speak volumes about you. I think everybody should have that respect for your family that you come from, respect for your surroundings, and with dignity approach everything that you do. I think that is very, very important because if you lose that and you think only by, dressing up in a particular way you're going to gather attention, nobody will respect you.
కరెక్ట్.
Nobody will respect you. And I think I always tell, conduct yourself in a manner where they give you respect, you also give respect, and be aware of all your surroundings. Don't do things because you have to please somebody. Do things that you feel comfortable and you're confident about.
మీది ఒక వీడియో చూసాను నేను. తిరుపతి వెళ్ళారు మీరు.
That's the annual ritual.
అచ్చా, ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్.
Yeah, every year I have to go 2-3 times, but now it's become a little cumbersome, so I go once a year, yeah.
ఓకే. సో అయితే భగవంతుడిని నమ్ముతారు.
Chala, see? You can see Ganapati everywhere.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's.
కానీ
I think you have to have faith. It's not just in any religion. I think faith drives you to take the right path. You know, and if you have a little bit of fear in God, that there's somebody in whichever form above is looking at you, because that karma always comes back.
True.
So I think if you're aware of that and have faith in what you do your things well, yeah. I believe that.
దాట్స్ ట్రూ. సో అయితే ఇప్పుడు అకాడమీలో ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఏజ్ తర్వాత వాళ్ళు బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత థెల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు అగైన్ ఆఫ్టర్.
Oh, I have lots of students. In fact, one of my students, Harshit Shetty, became a doctor. He got first in PhD. His first salary came, we have a temple in the school.
Okay.
We have a Vidya Ganapati temple which we built. So he came and gave his first salary to the Lord. Okay. So, so I have many students who, you know, who come back, who've joined, who's in IT. So it's a great community, yeah. It's nice to see children's journey that way, yeah. And I'm happy that we as a team could provide that platform for them.
ట్రూ. సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ హాకీ ప్లేయర్ అని చెప్పని విన్నాను. మీరు లవ్ మ్యారేజ్ మ్యామ్, అడగచ్చా? అవునా?
అవును. I got to know him soon after I retired, yeah, when I was doing maybe a year and a half, and then we got married, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was already almost 27. Everybody's saying, oh, you're too old to get married, you know. Yeah, that's when we got married, yeah.
So there is no any objections from both the family sides.
There's never been any objection for anything I've done in life.
That's amazing.
Nothing,
That's
whether it was
amazing.
sports, whether it was joining a job, whether it was doing movies. From my family, there was absolutely no objection.
కానీ మా ఇంట్లో అంటూ ఉంటారు, స్పోర్ట్స్ మెన్గా చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఉన్నందుకు ఏ పని చేయడానికి we don't wait for anyone actually.
Yeah.
We are ready to do any kind of work.
No, and I think what's incredible in that learning is that you're willing to take a chance. You're willing to take that risk.
True.
You know, and not fear from it. The moment you fear from it, then there are doubts. I have done everything like that. You know, when Ramoji Rao and all came and asked me, they were sitting in the stadium and said, you want to do a movie? I said, no. I literally said, no, I'm not going to do. I said, I've never done movie. What do you mean? But they were persistent. They They said, no, we'll just hear us out. And I heard them out. So I said, okay, 40 days time, just do it. So I just plunged into it. I didn't have to ask my mother or father or anything. I just plunged into it, yeah.
Oh, you didn't take permission at all?
Permission, no. It just, we were okay with it. So that's how I've approached everything in life.
Very independent from the
So
beginning.
even when I worked for the bank, I worked for 16 odd years. I wasn't very happy towards the end because I worked under, you know, about 6-7 chairmans. And last chairman, I wasn't very happy.
Okay.
So I went in the morning before my stenographer, my clerk came in. I was an officer there, so I went and typed my own resignation. I gave it to my boss and I walked out.
Okay.